Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the 1998 Sony Pictures feature film, SLC Punk. So SLC stands for Salt Lake City. This stars Matt Lillard, Jason Segel's in this, Devon Sawa was in this, plays character Sean. Incredible acting in this film, and Matt just does a phenomenal job at everything he does anyway, but this was really awesome. It felt like I was watching a play. I knew this movie existed for years. I never watched it. This had a sequel, 2016, Punk's Dead, something. So we're gonna watch that after. I wanted to watch them all. I was on a mini Devon Sawa marathon bit. So this was in the mix because we have the Final Destination films too. So Matt Lillard plays his character of Steve, and he's a rich boy from a rich family, and he takes up the anarchy punk, persona, starting at age 14 with his friend Bob. And so Bob and him finish high school together, they finish college together, and so it's a matter of what happens next. And Matt has these incredible monologues throughout the entire film about life, death, purpose, lack thereof, what happens next, fighting the system, poser, hero, stuff like that. And it's very well articulated. That's the best way for this. And to have the characters of Steve and Bob continue on throughout the entire thing, it's very interesting. The ending of the inadvertent accidental overdose, to have then Steve grieve, to have Matt's character grieve of what happens next. So now that his friend is gone, what happens next? Will he join the system? Can he do more fighting in the system than out of the system? It's very beautiful. It's a beautiful put and personification of these 20-something-year-olds in Salt Lake City, Utah, which is run by Mormons. How do they fit in? Do they want to fit in? Can they change it from the inside? Do they have to change it from the outside? Where does that all fall into play, right? Where does that chaos fall into play? The cycle versus the chaos. So it's just so well put together. It's quick. You're not bored at all. Like I was saying with Devon's character, it's played by Sean. He had an accidental acid trip through absorption of skin or something like that, and it just messed with his brain. So he was threatening his mom, and he was sent away, but then he got out, and then he was, on the streets begging. And Matt's character is disgusted with himself that he's turning his back to that friend that he used to have, that he's not helping the friend, that he's just continuing on with his life. So can you help? Do you want to help? If you can help, how can you help? It's it's a lot of question. It's a question film, and it's a lot of this is monologue. It's just Matt talking to the camera, talking to you, saying, what do you do in this situation? What should I have done in this situation? And it's very well put. It felt like a play. It genuinely felt like a play with all the monologue, with all that first-person persona. I really enjoyed it. I didn't know what to expect. I watched it because of the people that were in it, and I'm very glad I watched it. It's a nice, good thinking kind of film. So it came out in 98, takes place in the 80s, Salt Lake City, Utah, 80s. So, yeah, great conversation piece. Very impressed. Very impressed. On to the next review. Mucho mahalo.